Let's bring in the undefeated's Marc Spears, who sat down with Boogie for a recent E60 piece and is an Oaktown resident. Marc, off the rip, let me ask you, what did you think of Boogie Cousins' performance in the last game? Never mind what's going on with their injury situation in terms of how vital he is to that lineup.
I was actually pretty surprised. If you go back 2 Mondays ago, watching him at practice, he was struggling from a conditioning standpoint going up and down the floor. I thought actually if he was going to debut, it was going to be in game 2. Got in game 1, but game 2, he was awesome. From the beginning, he beat up on Marc Gasol, and Gasol kind of went down from there. But one thing people don't realize is he had an impact on both ends of the floor. They had 10 posts up with him. That's the most that Kerr's ever had in the finals. The Raptors only shot 26% from the floor while he was there being a rim protector. He had 11 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in game 2 in 27 minutes after playing only 8 in the first game. So Steph and Klay, they also get easier looks going off his screens. He was amazing, and quietly, I think he was the spark that got the Warriors past the Raptors.
It's his first playoff appearance, which is something that I think a lot of people sort of underrate in general. I mean, what do you think of the guy in terms of who he's become? Forget about the basketball player. He's had to endure a lot to get to this point in his career.
Yeah. You know, I mess with him. I'm like, you're not a villain anymore. And he kind of took offense to it. I'm like, man, people, are feeling for you, man. You know, he's had these horrible injuries. He had the Achilles, which cost him a lot of money. Then he had the quad injury, and initially he was told by one of the Warriors trainers that this was bad markers, and he was done. But he kept fighting. His people kept saying, look, he's going to be back. He's going to be back. And he's been back. I've asked him, if the Warriors win, are you going to cry? First time I asked him that, he said, nah. Second time, he's like, well, let's win it and we'll see. So he's the guy, if the Warriors do end up winning the championship, keep an eye on Boogie, man. There might be some tears from him because he's really fought through a lot over these last 2 years.
The obvious other story is about the building in which this game is going to take place. It's going to be the final games at Oracle Arena. There's a whole lot of discussion about what gentrification and all these other things mean to the relationship between Oakland and San Francisco. But, Marc, you live in Oakland. What's it going to be like in terms of these emotion-wise in the building for these last 3 games?
Well, the emotions have been brewing all year. I talked to Steph Curry about it. He said with each passing game, he's getting more and more sentimental. There's at most 3 games left in this building. 47 years. Look, this isn't the prettiest place in the world. It's in East Oakland, but people here love it. When you go to a game, it's just a mixture of races, and no matter what religion or color or how much money you have, all that's left on the behind the door, and they're screaming for the Warriors. They're like family there, and they built a reputation over these last couple of years as one of the most intimidating venue in sports. So come game 6, assuming there's going to be a game 6 here, regardless to what happens, expect there to be a lot of emotions because this place means a lot to a lot of people. And although it's just 10 miles, getting across the Bay Bridge to the new place, which is stunning, is a little bit more difficult than people think, and probably be more tech than, gritty and grindy that the Warriors have now.
Marc, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. See you soon.